Do you guys know who our premier is in Vancouver? I mean, if you're a cop, you might not even know. I didn't know who when I was a cop, I didn't know who the premier is. I didn't even really know who the RCMP commissioner was. I mean, I was too busy. I had a shit rat in the back. Was always arresting somebody. I had a watch of 7 I had to supervise. I didn't have time for any of this stuff. But his name is David Eby. Okay, he wrote a book years ago on how to sue a cop. This guy is garbage. Completely. The phoniest, fakest man alive. When he talks, it's fake, it's phony, and he's premier of Vancouver. This is what he said the other day, and I still don't even really get why this is good news. But listen to this. On the heels of record overdose deaths, BC announces 180 free treatment beds. Are you excited? Are you excited, guys? Why do we even need beds? And why is it a record overdose in BC this year? On the heels of record overdose. We're on the heels of it. Why? Everything they do doesn't work. Make drugs legal for them. Make the world more dangerous. Killing them. These people would be out of job if they didn't run it this way. Okay. 180 free beds. Let's listen to what this dip has to say. Oh my God.
For those 2,500 people that we lost this year, for the 13,000 before that, since the public health emergency was declared, we need to continue to this work. We need to continue to work together, and we will continue to do this work together.
Because it's working so well. They're going to continue to do the work together, guys, because it's working so well.
Premier David Eby
Look at
announcing...
these guys. Look at these. Oh, twerps. Like, look, what the... Oh my God. They're running the world. Look at this guy. Oh, that's gorgeous. Nice little trinket in his ear. You just know his partner or her maybe, I don't know. Forget it. I won't. Whoever he's married to, you know, they have matching trinkets in their ears. What?
Part of that work is more treatment and recovery services for people facing addiction in BC.
More treatment.
He says the province is nearly doubling the number of beds it previously committed to, which is now 180.
Doubling, guys. And doubling, and doubling, and doubling, and doubling. Out of control. Vancouver, out of control. I went downtown. It's nutty. Bunch of zombies, a bunch of nuts, a bunch of criminals running around. You look at places like San Francisco, Seattle, California, all run by people like this guy. They destroy the world. And they'll keep on doubling and doubling and adding. And then the cops will keep on getting arrested and convicted because they've tried to save their own lives or somebody else, and they ended up killing somebody that they won't fix. They're not fixing. This is no solution. They're the most vulnerable. We got to give them what they want. There's a stigma there shouldn't be a stigma on drugs.
Around 100 of those are already open in several communities.
The reason we were able to move so quickly to get beds open in partnership with you is that the majority of these beds were previously private beds, which were only available if people paid thousands of dollars. Now they're freely available to British Columbians without fees, able to access high quality treatment that previously they were not able to afford.
He says the rest of the roughly...
Isn't that nice? Look at that. What for?
80 beds are set to open up by this summer. The province has said it's investing $73 million over 3 years to pay for these beds.
I thought they were free. Was that all we're investing? How much is that costing you? No, it's free. It's not costing you anything. Okay, you're not paying for it.
Advocates say they're already noticing a difference with faster response times for those wanting detox.
Oh, here we go.
We see up to 900 people a day sometimes
working well.
at the overdose prevention site.
And next year it'll be 1,800 people a day. Doesn't matter how many beds you have. You got to change your rules, your policies.
we work at. And sometimes people come in and they say, I want to get into detox as soon as possible. Please help me get in today.
Who's doing that?
Sarah Blythe is the executive director at the overdose prevention site located on the downtown east side.
Why do we have an overdose prevention site? We're gonna watch these guys inject their drugs. We're gonna make sure that they do it safely because it's the most vulnerable. Oh, can we get rid of those terms? The most vulnerable? Can we get rid of the term homeless? Okay, most of them are criminal. They're criminals. And we're babysitting criminals. You think this guy's paying taxes?
She applauds the announcement of more beds made available for those looking for help. And often she sees...
do you feel for them? We need to lock them up. We can't even arrest them anymore. They're allowed to have free drugs. They're allowed to walk around with a lot of drugs. And they don't get arrested for it. But I would. I'd get arrested for it. But they don't. And they don't pay taxes. And when they run out of money, and I've said this 1,000 times, they're in your backyard ripping your shit off. We give them heat, food, clothing, money. They run out of it. They're ripping you off. Nothing is working. It's just getting worse. You need to apprehend these people. But we're not even allowed to do that anymore.
Her clients get the care.
I mean, let's see him. We can't even say this, guys. We can't call him a loser. Remember? Users are losers. You can't say that. What do you mean? I grew up that way. Nancy Reagan came out and said, just say no. You can't even say that anymore. Can't even say users are losers. Because that's a bad thing to say. Users are great people.
It's made available for those looking for help. And often she sees her clients get the care they want within a day.
Sure.
But there are still challenges.
It'd be great to have intake 24 hours so that when people come in at any point of time,
never ending,
within 24 hours.
Let's not fix the problem.
Any kind of consistency in services so that people know.
I mean, why do you think we need more police officers? Why do you think we need more nurses and more doctors? It's people like this, talking like this. If you enjoyed that short bag of dicks, you can watch the full episode right here.